Good evening, I'm Kurt Gutgsell, the most prolific home run hitter in Jasper softball history, signed today to play at Kentucky Wesleyan College in Owensboro. Megan Mottis will play for the Panthers. Mottis has a Jasper record 22 career home runs, a Wildcat record 11 home runs in a single season this year. She also hit a school record 3 home runs in a single game earlier this campaign. On why she chose Wesleyan.
I decided on Wesleyan because it's a smaller school, first off, and it feels a little bit more homey than the really big schools to me. Some of the really big schools kind of make me stress out a little bit because they're so spread out, and I just think it's a better fit for me, and it has my major and everything I wanted, and I get to continue my softball career there.
When you looked at softball, what kind of role did they talk to you about when they were recruiting you?
Well, they talked to me about my hitting a lot because that's the one thing I think I'm best at. And then they talked to me about playing first base and third base because some days I switch between there. For most of high school, I mostly play first, but for travel, sometimes I play third. Talked to me a little bit about that. I got to talk to them about practices and all that kind of stuff, so it was pretty cool.
Obviously, you're a prolific home run hitter. Where did all that power come from, and have you always hit a lot of home runs?
I've definitely hit home runs before, but I think a lot of it has definitely come from swimming and weightlifting and a lot of training on my swing and a lot of practices with Coach Rupert and Coach Pryor.
When you look to play at the next level, what are going to be some of the things you're going to look to improve on?
I look to improve on my consistency with hitting, not just hitting home runs, but hitting doubles, triples, line drives, things like that. And then I work to improve my fielding a lot, especially because sometimes that can be a little rough.
What were your first recollections of softball growing up? When was the first time you played, and how'd you fall in love with it?
Oh, the first time I played was in first grade, so it was a while ago. I fell in love with the sport because it was just fun for me. It's one of those things that I was just sort of naturally good at, so that really made it fun. And then I don't know what made it fun, being able to just continually practice all the time was always fun, and I don't know why, but it was just something that I always really loved to do.
A lot of athletes are going to Wesleyan to play sports, and a lot of your former teammates are going to be there as well to play softball. That's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely going to make me more comfortable, especially on the first day. It's not going to be as jittery, not knowing anyone there.
What's it been like to play softball and sports here at Jasper with your teammates and your good friends?
Oh, it's been a ride, that's for sure. There's tons of memories on the buses before games, in the locker room, during the games, all of that.
High school baseball last night. Southridge lost a tough one at Boonville. The Pioneers beat the Raiders 5-4 in a 2-run walk-off home run by Dominic Sharp in the bottom of the 7th. The Raiders had taken the lead 4-3 in the top half of the inning on an RBI single by Hudson Allen. 6 different Raiders had hits in the game. Southridge will play Northeast DuBois tonight in high school baseball. Meanwhile, in Ferdinand, Forest Park wins again. The Rangers take out Princeton 10-0 in 5. Drew Howard had 4 hits. Joel Butel had a double and triple. Clayton Weissite and Landon Nally each had 2 hits. Butel fired a 3-hitter in those 5 innings. High school baseball tonight, weather permitting, Jasper and South Spencer. You can see it at 10 here on 18. In softball last night, Southridge over Bar Reeve 14-2, a 20-hit attack for the Raiders. Micah Gepner hit a 3-run home run, had 2 singles with 6 RBIs. Ava Montgomery had 4 hits on the night, and Emily Ferguson and Allie Buning each had 3. Ferguson got the complete game in the circle. The Raiders hosting Corden tonight. Northeast DuBois beat Forest Park 7-1. Hadley Foreman drove in 5 for the Jeeps. Foreman drove in runs on a double in the first, a double in the second, and a home run in the 6th. The Jeeps had 13 hits on the game. Ryland Cobb, Foreman, Maddie Bergen, and Emerson Cobb all managed multiple hits for the Jeeps. Maddie Wathen 3 hits for Forest Park in that game. Foreman got the win in the circle. Girls track sectional, Forest Park won the sectional at Perry Central last night. It's their first title in 13 years. Jasper 10 points behind the Rangers. Junior Rachel Maringer won 4 events in the meet for Forest Park. Michael Cave has been named the new girls basketball coach at Northeast DuBois. Cave is a DuBois alumnus, graduating in 1992. He coached for a long time in the boys program at Northeast DuBois. He'll take over for Andy Chin, who is the new principal at Northeast DuBois. Big League Baseball tonight, Reds in Cleveland. In Cleveland, Tyler Malley against Cal Kentrill. The Reds won last night's game 5-4. Cardinals and Mets split last night. They will play again this evening. Jordan Hicks against Max Scherzer. Pirates and Cubs at Wrigley Field. The Cubs won last night's game. Pacers had some bad luck in the NBA draft lottery. They will select 6th in the upcoming draft. The Magic were the big winners. They will be selecting 1st overall in this year's draft. The Magic has had a couple of other number 1 selections in their history. Oklahoma City selecting 2nd. The Rockets slated to pick 3rd. Sacramento and Detroit round out the top 5 teams in that draft. The Colts have agreed to a deal with former Denver Bronco running back Philip Lindsay. It's a 1-year deal. Contract terms were not disclosed. The 27-year-old spent last season with the Texans and Dolphins as well. Lindsay burst onto the scene as an undrafted free agent in 2018 when he ran for over 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns with Denver. Stay tuned. We're back with more after this.